We're here. We're happy. It's almost the new year. We are back with another episode of Let Me Tell You Something Season 3. This is episode 3 of this season. Are you guys liking it? How are you feeling about it? I'm your girl, Sz.3. If you are new here, my name is Sz.3. I am the host for this podcast. Welcome. Hi. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're following Dash's Daily Dose, and make sure you're following me, Sz.3, on all social media platforms. And I don't really want this intro to be super long. We have a really good episode today. If you have not watched episodes 1 and 2, definitely check that out. They will be linked on the playlist underneath here. If you're tuned in on Spotify, if you're tuned in on Apple Podcasts, just check out the other 2 episodes as well as season 1 and season 2 if you have not already. But yeah, based on the title of this video is going to be talking all about happiness. It is called How to Be Happy and Overcoming Depression and Finding the Joy in Life. So I'm super excited to get into this episode, and let's go ahead and get started. So like I did in the last episode, as far as defining what I thought a baddie was, it's important to define happy. Like, what does it mean to be happy? What does happiness mean before we even start talking about anything? You know, we need to make sure we're all right here. We're all tapped in. You know that phrase, common sense ain't so common. It's important that when we're talking about certain topics, we all are in agreement and we all understand what it is that we're talking about. So when we're talking about happy and when we're talking about what happiness is and what happiness is an adjective. It means feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. And to go even deeper, I also thought, in 2024, 2025, the way that the educational system is going now, child, you need to even break it down a little further. So happy and happiness is an adjective. So if you don't know, there's different, you got adjectives, nouns, verbs, adverbs, etc., etc. Adjectives are used to describe nouns. So a noun is a person, place, or thing. A house, car, a person, a dog, a plant, those are nouns, and adjectives are used to describe those things. So, happy Deja. Happy is used to describe Deja, the noun. Happy dog. Happy is used to describe the dog. Happy job, happy house, happy friend, happy life, happy girl. Let me tell you something. You get to decide how you want to describe the things in your life. It is subjective, meaning everyone's description on how they choose to describe certain things in their lives are based on their realities in their heads. Have you ever seen a homeless person who is full of joy and a miserable rich person? Material things do not make you happy. You make you happy. Now, before we go a little further, last episode, I told you all that I will have my 2 new coffee books, and they are here. They are beautiful, okay? First of all, if you have not seen the first copy of the book, let me go grab it real quick. So I have to do a little commercial break for this, okay? So if you're new here, I have 2 books out already. So this is the first book that I ever wrote. It's called Every Sparkle Needs Some Shine. It is a children's book. It is available on Amazon, and it is written by me. So it is a cute little children's book with illustrations. It's talking all about how, so basically, Every Sparkle Needs Some Shine means that you can be a sparkle. You can be beautiful. You can look attractive. You can be a beautiful person. You can be whatever physically, but it's the traits inside of you that makes you shine. So your talents, your passions, your education, your everything. It's a cute little book. It's a children's book. So if you have any special children in your life and you want to support a Black author, definitely check this out. It's available on Amazon, linked in the description box. And then this is the original coffee table book of Deja's Daily Doses. So this is a beautiful, sleek, stone color front with a black back. and it's called Deja's Daily Doses. It is a book full of motivational quotes. This is the paperback version. Okay, so this is the OG one. A lot of people have this copy. If you've been to any of my events or anything like that, you've probably got gifted this before. This is the OG one, but I just came out with 2 hardcover copies of it in a black and a pink version. So they're the same exact book, but of course this is the paperback version that is also available on my Amazon storefront. But these are the 2 newest versions. They are hard copy books. They are this beautiful matte finish. The black one probably is my favorite. I used to be a pink girl through and through, but I am slowly switching to other colors, but pink is still my favorite. It's my OG, but it is black. It is this beautiful looking shade. On the back is super simple. It just says Deja's Daily Doses. Same quotes as in the original paperback book, but it's just black pages. I am obsessed with it. I cannot wait to add this to my coffee table. And then this is the pink copy for my girlies that love the pink. Y'all know y'all have somewhere in y'all house that y'all want to just prop this beautiful book up with the pink pages. Definitely click the link in the description box below to get those off of Amazon. The paperback version is $25. The hard copy ones are $35. I will love the support. I will love it. And like I said, make sure you're getting Every Sparkle Needs Some Shine for those wonderful children in your life. Okay, we're done our commercial break. Let's get back to the episode. I have 3 points that I want to touch on in this video as far as how to build your joy, how to get out of depression, how to truly enjoy and appreciate life. So step 1 to becoming more happy is to stop comparing yourself to you and to others. Okay, people are only posting their highlight reels. And you know what? That is okay. We always try to force creators, we always try to force people in general, your social circle, your peers, whatever, to post their real lives when, babes, I'm posting on Instagram to get away from my real life. Like, why would I post the bad shit that's going on in my life? I don't need to do that. It's going on, but am I going to post it? I really don't even want it going on. You know what I'm saying? So you need to stop getting mad at people for only posting highlight reels. The reality is they don't have to show you their shit. They don't even want to go through it themselves. So why would they post it for you? And why do they have to? They don't have to. It's Instagram. It's TikTok. It's YouTube. I don't have to tell you my car is getting repossessed. I don't have to tell you I got the eviction notice. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, depending upon what people do on social media, you may want for them to disclose more answers and more information. You may feel like it's necessary. The thing is, I don't think people should lie. Okay, you shouldn't lie. But if I choose not to disclose certain things, that don't have nothing to do with you. That creator that's filing bankrupt, she doesn't have to tell you that. That IG model that just got an eviction notice, she don't have to tell you that. Why do you think your homegirl that went to college with you needs to post the repo man taking her car? The older that you are and the more, that you grow and experience certain things in life and have more mature adult relationships, the more that I've realized that people are fairly similar. We are not the same in a sense of like, we don't have to have the exact same things going on in our lives. Like, just because I may be going through a specific situation doesn't mean that my homegirl is, but she has her things that she's going through as well. And once you realize that like everybody kind of has their own thing going on in their lives, you don't have to, you stop comparing. Okay. My homegirl, she might've lost her job, but be in a loving relationship. My other one may be in a loving relationship, but just lost her job. And then one of them, they can have the good relationship, the good job, and a bad relationship with their family. You cannot compare that to anyone. And the harsh reality is, some people say life sucks, as far as there's always something going on, but you need to start switching your mindset and realizing that those little hiccups and things going on are what makes life worth living. Everybody has their problems. Everybody has something going on. Even Barbie, in the Barbie movie. If you haven't seen the Barbie movie, it's on Netflix now. I'm going to rewatch it. But even Barbie Miss Perfect Barbie in her perfect Barbie land had so much going on, and she did not feel like she had the best life, which is why she decided to leave her fairy tale life to go to the real world so she can have a real life. Could you imagine if everything was so good and so perfect and la 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 la? You can't, because that's not real. Everybody has something going on. You see characters. I'm watching Gossip Girls. I used to watch Sex and the City, but now I moved on to Gossip Girls for the first time. We could talk about that on the low. But you see characters in Gossip Girl like Blair. She got the money. She looks beautiful. She got it going on. What could possibly go wrong in her life? She's so popular. But you see that Blair is looking for her parents' attention. Blair is trying to get this dude to like her. Blair, she's trying to get into her dream school. She got her stuff going on too. She's kicking it with the nanny. You see people like Charlotte York on Sex and the City where, oh, she's married, she's rich, she's happy, but she can't have no baby. She's sad about certain things. Nobody has a perfect life. I know you all have seen plenty of movies. I know that you all may have people who are at your job. Maybe you're envious of your coworker. She got it going on. She's married. She got the nice car. You don't even know that her mom might be sick. You might be comparing yourself to a friend of yours. Oh, she dresses so nice and she just has it going on. But you don't even know her man putting his hands on her. You cannot compare yourself to other people because you do not know what's going on in people's lives. Nothing and nobody is perfect. And when you realize that, you will stop comparing your shit to others and accept your shit for what it is and learn to deal with it, handle it to where you become comfortable with it and find happiness in it. Comparing yourself to others is one thing, but you also need to stop comparing yourself to yourself. I had an episode last season 2 where it was basically just talking like you're a badass, start acting like it. And I kind of ran down as far as just like me and my content creation journey where I was like kind of comparing myself to older versions of myself when it came to my content creation journey. So when I was in college, I was getting a whole bunch of brand deals and I was comparing that to where I am now post grad. And I felt as though I wasn't getting, the same kind of opportunities, X, Y, and Z. And it's like, I'm still that girl, but I cannot compare post-grad Deja to college Deja. Yes, I was getting a lot of campaigns and stuff because I was an HBCU student. I was a content creator in college. That's a very niche thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But now I'm not in college anymore, so I can't expect to get HBCU campaigns, and I don't go to a HBCU no more. You get what I'm saying? So I cannot compare myself, this version of myself, to an older version of myself because that girl is not here. Where's Rebecca? She's gone. She's not here. You cannot compare yourself to your old version of yourself because we can't go back to 2020. The pandemic, you might have been rich with the PPP loans. You might have been rich off your stimulus check, but now we're in inflation. So you cannot judge, oh, I was getting this, I was doing this, I was doing this. I was traveling a lot when I was in school. That's before I had real bills. So I need to appreciate where I'm at, get with the program, deal with what I got going on, and adjust and be in alignment. I cannot judge that. I'm 23. I can't judge party like a rock star 20-year-old Deja. She's a different girl. She had different responsibilities. She's not there no more. Okay? You have to learn to be truly grateful for where you are. And sometimes I get really passionate when I'm talking about this topic because this is something that I deal with. This entire episode, as far as like building your happiness, building your joy, even previous episodes that I've made, when I'm talking to you all, it's not me talking from a place of speaking down. It's speaking with. We're having a conversation here. Of course, you all don't have a microphone and can't talk back, but we're talking, we're chatting. I'm your homegirl. I'm your homegirl letting you know. I'm your big sister. I'm your boo. If you got a crush on me through the screen, if you got a crush on me through the screen, we having a little date. We just chatting, okay? I'm your girl, okay? I'm dealing with the same thing. Most good therapists have therapists, okay? Most good therapists have therapists. I seek therapy weekly, sometimes emergency calls, okay? because I have to be, although I'm very self-aware, I'm not perfect. So I just wanted to put that out there that I'm not this girl walking around Miss Perfect. I'm so happy, blah, 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 because I've had my moments too. And that's why we could talk about these things. So yeah, you have to stop comparing yourself, to yourself. And I do that a lot. Overachievers deal with this a lot. I myself am a very goal-driven person. I'm an overachiever. I'm always looking for the next thing to conquer. What's my next task? What's my next goal? Especially when it comes to, and I thought this was super important to touch on when it comes to the new year. This episode comes out December 30th. Some of you all are tapped in the same day. Some of you all are tapping in early in 2025. Some of you all might be watching this video years from now. Who knows? But every year I like to make a vision board, and I like to set goals for myself, set goals for the upcoming year, figure out what I want to do, what kind of things I want to accomplish in this year. I'm a very organized, what's going on, what stage you're going to be working on in 2025. Ooh, 2025. And when you're an overachiever, you sometimes have to deal with this because you always want more. You're always looking for the next task. You're always looking for what's going on. And something that I had to learn to do is wake up and show gratitude. Whether or not I say it aloud or, just in my head or whatever, I always try to thank God for where I am right now. 15-year-old Deja would love to know that 23-year-old Deja is living in a new city, a major city. She's living, doing her thing in a new city. She left home. 18-year-old Deja would love to know that 23-year-old Deja could walk in a pair of heels all night. Do you know, I was like, I love the heels. I love the heels. But I could not walk in them at one point. And now your girl I don't even got to bring the pair of flats with me, baby. I could just put the shoes on. I could drive in the shoes if I need to. Walk around town with the shoes on. Walk blocks, sit down, walk up some steps. Do you know 18-year-old Deja would love to know that I could do that? She would be obsessed. She would be like this. Like, you're one of them girls? Like, yes, girl, I'm one of them girls. I have to let myself know that. 21-year-old Deja will be happy that 23-year-old Deja does not have that Chevy Cruze. Now, I got that Chevy Cruze, child. And she did what she needed to do when she needed to do it. But it got to a point where I was lifting up the hood, smacking the engine for it to get started. The steering wheel was shaking a little bit. Do you know that 21-year-old Deja will be living for this Toyota Camry parked outside with the sunroof? It might not be the latest and the greatest, but she will be happy that she doesn't have that Chevy Cruze where she got to smack the thing no more. She would love that. Do you know that she would love the fact that her trunk is bigger? Do you know that she would love the fact that she got the little sunroof she could open up? It might not be all the drop top and everything, but she would love the fact that she ain't got to slap the engine. Bust to believe that. She would love the fact that she has security and knowing that she could drive somewhere and she'll be able to get back home. She would love to know that. Okay. 22-year-old Deja will be happy to know that 23-year-old Deja found a job in her field with a decent salary. I ain't gonna say good. A decent salary and some benefits. Okay? No, I am not where I want to be at in life, but I'm where I need to be. I am where God has for me to be. And I am thankful to be where I am because I don't know where I could have been. I'm a Christian, so when I speak of God, this is not me trying to force my religion onto anyone. Whatever your faith is, whatever you believe in, whether or not you even believe in anyone, you're welcome to listen. You're welcome to join into this conversation. I just know for myself, when I speak of happiness, I have to include Him, God, in that, and you can fill that in with whatever. So I just wanted to put that out there as well, because you will hear me saying terminology as far as like God, talking about my faith, talking about my religion. Do as you please. This is not Deja pushing her religion on anyone, but if you feel inspired or whatever from that, let my pastor know I'm recruiting people from the church, okay? Let them know that Deja signed you over to the Lord, okay? I ain't blocking that, so ain't nothing wrong with that. But no matter what and who you believe in, You need to be thankful for where you are and really sit down and reflect on the things that you have and and stop always focusing on what you don't have. No matter what you have, big or small, you need to be grateful for it. I may not be the ideal goal weight that I have for myself fitness wise, but I'm thankful to be able to breathe without tubes. I may have not found the closest parking spot in the front of the store, but I'm thankful to have 2 working legs and feet to walk to the door. I might not have the new Tesla truck, but I'm glad I'm not riding the bus right now. I might not be able to eat at the fancy restaurant every night, but I'm thankful for a hot pocket that I can afford and eat. I encourage everybody who's watching this episode, whether or not you're writing it, whether or not you're just mentally taking note of it, whether or not you're listening, viewing this physically on YouTube or watching or tuning in on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever you're at, if you're hearing me right now speak, I encourage you all, especially if this is the new year, before you even step into 2025, before you even move any further, whenever you're watching this, I encourage you to make a list of the little things that you're grateful for. When I say little, I mean the teeniest things, like the smallest things. And sometimes we have a hard time recognizing the small things because we're always thinking about like big things like cars and homes and interior or whatever the case is. I'm talking about, think about the smallest things that you overlook. Think about things like running water. Think about heat. Think about a TV, a phone, a washing machine, a bus pass. Write down a list of the small things. Write as many of them that you could think of. Write them until you can't think no more. Think about them until you can't think no more. I'm thankful for my forks. I'm thankful for my washcloth. I'm thankful for my eyesight. I'm thankful for this shirt on my back. And as you think and as you write this list, try to imagine life without those things. Imagine if you didn't have heat. I don't know about you, it's snow on the ground outside in Philly. I need my heat. I'm thankful for it. Imagine if you didn't have those clothes that you're just, oh, I hate those clothes. They don't fit my aesthetic no more. Imagine if you ain't have none. Imagine if you ain't have none of them clothes, none of them t-shirts with the cartoons, none of them Mickey Mouse shirts, nothing like that. Imagine if you ain't have that to put on. Imagine if you didn't have a fork. Imagine if you didn't have a washcloth. God cannot bless you with more until you appreciate what you have. How will the universe know to give you more when you don't even recognize what you have? Find gratitude in daily things and in the little things in your life because so many people do not have these things. I work as a social worker and I come across people every single day who need things such as, I need a uniform. My kids need some shoes. I don't have no gas on. They cut my gas on. I can't cook right now. I see and I witness these things. Your refrigerator go out. The government cuts your benefits, whatever the case may be. And it really does make me have gratitude, especially as someone who's an overachiever, especially as someone who I want so much for myself. I have to remind myself, okay, Deja, you're 23. You need to slow down. Be thankful that you even live alone. Be thankful that you have a car because so many of my peers may not have those things. Those are things that some grown people might not even have and got the opportunity to do. So I have to, slow myself down. I have to always be thankful for the things that I have. I have to always be thankful for the opportunities that I have. And that does not mean that I don't want more. That does not mean that you are wrong for wanting more. It's just important to make sure that you are appreciative and finding gratitude in the things that you have because you can get so worked on what you don't have that you are not happy because you don't even recognize what you do have. So if you want to find happiness, you need to find gratitude. You want to be happy, you need to be thankful for the things that you have. You want to be happy, you want to figure out how to get your joy, find joy in the things that you have. Find joy in the place that you're at. Find gratitude and be thankful for the things that you have, and the joy will come. Like I said, stop comparing yourself to other people. And like I said, you also have to stop comparing yourself to you to find your joy. You need to recognize that you're living in one of your answered prayers. The second point that I want to talk on when it comes to finding your joy and finding your happiness is to not depend on other people to make you happy. Again, I fall into this category. I am working on this. This is something that I'm telling myself because I'm one of these people. But as you get older, and depending on where you are in life and what you may be experiencing or whatever, there will get to a point where you may feel loneliness. Maybe you're just now living alone. Maybe you just graduated college and now it's working home and not necessarily being surrounded by your friends daily, or you just moved out of your hometown or whatever. As you're becoming a busy adult, you're realizing that socializing in a world with other busy adults gets a bit tricky and challenging, and you need to figure and then you start asking yourself, like, what happens when you're alone and everyone is busy? Are you still happy? As we enter into this new year, and like I said, whenever you're watching this video, I'm speaking as far as entering a new year because I dropped this video literally the last Monday of 2024. So as we enter into this new chapter post you watching this video, the truth is we are all humans and humans make mistakes. And with mistakes comes hurt and disappointment. And sometimes when those mistakes happen and the hurt and the disappointment comes, you have to differentiate between whether or not you will miss a person or you will miss the memories that were attached with that person. You have to be able to say, you know what? This relationship, this friendship, this parental relationship, this work environment, it's no longer bringing me joy. It's no longer bringing me peace. It's no longer bringing me happiness, and it needs to be removed from my life. Am I going to miss this person, or am I going to miss the fun we had together? Am I going to miss this job, or am I going to miss the comfort of the routine? Am I going to miss living under my parents' roof, or am I going to miss the memories that I had here? You cannot allow yourself to stay unhappy because you're scared to let the rose-colored glasses off. That relationship was fun in the beginning. The dates, the flowers, the hugs, the kisses, but now it's abusive. Now it hurts. That friendship was fun. The parties, the gossip, the coffee dates, the phone calls, but now it's mean. Now it's jealousy. It was fun going to the sports games with mom and dad. It was fun on the holidays, but now it's controlling and now it's no boundaries. Do you miss this person or do you miss the memories? The thing with memories are always here, but they are in the past. And if the current state of these relationships do not bring you joy or peace, you need to let it go. You cannot allow for your happiness to depend on others, because will you be happy when they are gone? This goes with grief as well. We see people who may have lost a loved one and now they're unhappy, and that's normal in the sense of like mourning the loss, but your happiness, you need to learn not to be able to depend on someone else for your happiness, because what happens when they're gone? You see people when at funerals or whatever, where they're like, grandma will want me to move on. Dad will want me to be happy. Your ex wants you to find love again, whatever. Learn what actually brings you joy. Make sure you're not comfortable in settling in any aspect of your life and truly living. Here are some things that you need to do to be able to find happiness with yourself and not depend on other people. You could look for a hobby. Do you like to paint? Do you like to run? Do you like to go to the gym? Do you like to bake? Do you like to play a video game? Do you like to do puzzles? What do you like to do that is not bringing you any? A hobby is something that you enjoy to do without anything coming from it. No money, nothing's coming from it. Now, you may get as far as like growing a talent or a skill from it, but I'm not saying, oh, you making bracelets is fun because you sell them, because then that's turning into a job. And yes, your job could be fun. You could find like passion in your hobby. You might make art and sell it, but that's not your means of living. I'm talking about you're doing this purely for fun. Like, this is something that's fun. If y'all want to pay me to do it, cool. But this is something that I'm doing that's not work, if that makes sense. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, girl. I don't have to explain something you enjoy to do. Date yourself. Go out by yourself. Now, ain't nobody saying go explore the national park in the middle of the night by yourself. Be safe when you go out and about. Be very alert. Don't be ditzy. Don't be doing the most. But it's okay to go out sometimes, and do something alone. Go to a restaurant by yourself. Go sit down at a bar by yourself. Get dressed up. Date yourself, especially if you're a woman in your 20s. Even if you're in a relationship, spend time with yourself still, especially as a woman in their early 20s. Spend time with yourself still to continue to get to know yourself, to not become overly dependent on someone else, especially, like I said, when it comes to like friendships as well. You shouldn't have to always depend on your friends because they may be busy. Are you going to stop doing something because somebody's busy? What if it's a show that you want to go to, an artist that you may want to see come into your city, and everybody's busy, but this person's only coming one time? Go. Be safe. Plan for it. You don't want your life to pass you by depending on other people's. Date yourself. Continue to be a student in life. I am heavy on the Duolingo. Yo tengo una muy... Okay, let me stop speaking Spanish right now. I didn't write that down. I didn't even think about what I was going to say. I'm over here just trying to bust out a sentence in Spanish. I am a student with the Duolingo. I am learning my Spanish. I'm practicing my Spanish. I need to actually practice on it a lot more as far as like speaking. But yo sé más... Whatever. I don't even know why I even started doing that. Now I'm feeling like a loser because why did I even do that? Anywho, I'm keeping that in. I'm going to keep it real. But that just kind of made me mad because why did I even start speaking in Spanish? Because now I feel like I'm embarrassing myself. But I have a 223-day streak on Duolingo. So I'm kind of popping my chest. And hopefully when I get to 375 days, I could go to the Dominican Republic and really test out my Duolingo skills. But... continue to be a student in life. Continue to learn something. Go to school. Learn a trade. Practice a new skill. Do things like that. Find some happiness in that. And learn how to sit still. It is okay to sit in the house, girl. You don't have to go out nowhere. You don't have to always be in a crowd full of people. Learn to be content with sitting in your own presence and just watch TV. Read a book. Go take a nap. Y'all ain't getting enough sleep. That's why everybody mad. Go take a nap, okay? Find happiness sitting in your house. Do a face mask, okay? You don't have to always be out. Sit your butt inside. It is cold outside. Leave the car keys on the table, okay? Learn to sit still. You have to learn to make yourself happy by yourself. You are the ice cream sundae. Your hobbies, your dreams, your passions are the ice cream. For me, I'll put God as the little cherry on top. But if that's not what you want to put as the cherry on top, pick whatever you want to put the cherry on top. And allow for people to be the sprinkles. Sundays will be your Sundays with the ice cream and all that other stuff. It's a Sunday without the sprinkles. But if the sprinkles are there, because community is important and God put other people on earth for us to build community. But allow for them to be the sprinkles on your Sunday. It's still a Sunday without the sprinkles. You're still happy without them. But if the sprinkles are there, it makes it a little bit more fun. The last thing that you need to know before, or how to get your happiness back, how to bring your joy back, and how to get out of depression is you cannot live in the past. Unlike anxiety, where anxiety comes from thinking too much in the future. So you get anxious because you're worried about what's next? I got to do this tomorrow. I got to do this. What does my life look like? My 5-year plan, da 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 da. Like, that's where anxiety comes in. Depression comes from dwelling in the past. I'm sad about this. This happened and you hurt me and I'm sad. You're dwelling on the past. Mistakes happen. but you have to grow. You have to learn how to forgive. You have to learn how to set healthy boundaries and not hold hurt in your heart. This is something that I'm also telling myself. Hey, Deja, you got to learn how to forgive. You got to learn how to let that go. You cannot keep remembering all the bad things. You need to look forward to the future. I love the movie Inside Out, and I think that everybody should watch it. I watched it multiple times, especially as a psychology lover. You need to watch it. I cry watching it, honestly. And I think that it illustrates how we are as humans in a way that adults can comprehend as well as children to a certain extent. But you definitely have to watch it. And if you have, definitely chat a little bit with me in the comment section. But we see a character such as Joy in the movie who is so happy, who is so cheerful. But we see her have her moments in both movies where she breaks down. And the thing with happiness and the thing with having this joy and everything like that, we're humans. Okay? It is important to know that it is okay not to be okay. I get sad, and if I'm 100% being vulnerable with you, I feel like right now, I'm really going to be rewatching this episode myself. I'm writing these things down and telling you all how to find your joy again because I'm working on finding mine. You know, I'm trying to find the joy in this version of Deja. I am leaving 2024 just like the rest of you all. I'm leaving some things in this year and I need to mourn those things and step into this new year looking to find my joy and learning to, not hold on to what I lost and not live in that place anymore. And find my new joy, find things that do bring me happiness, move forward into this new year and not hold on to those things. I cannot be attached in the past because then I will be stuck looking backwards. And instead of looking at what is right now and preparing myself for what is to come. You cannot look back at 2024. We cannot rewind the clock. You don't want to be like this. Just like that little meme girl that we always post where she got the bags and she's dropping stuff on the bags. Drop everything that was left in 2024, but she's not turned around. She's not looking backwards. She's looking forward. You cannot look back. We cannot go back in time. You don't want to be holding on to certain things. You don't want to be holding on to hatred because you need to continue to move forward. You need to be preparing yourself for that next step. You need to, okay, I lost that job, but I got to keep looking forward for the new position. If I'm looking backwards, I can't go back. It's gone. But I got to prepare myself. I got to keep looking forward. I got to find the joy in life. And then who knows, this next job could be paying you 10 times more what you just left. I truly thank you all for taking time out of your day and watching this video. Know that you are loved. I truly appreciate you all. I scroll and look every time I get a new view. So even no matter what the number is, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. So just know that you are loved out there. Even if it's from me, I appreciate you taking your time to watch this video. And yeah, you truly did make my day. So I hope that I made yours, and I hope that I inspired you to find the joy in life again. Life is beautiful. You don't know, think about where you were a year from now, and things might have not been the best, but things might have been better. And just think about where you could possibly be in a year from now. There's so much opportunities. And I know that we live in a crazy world where depression and anxiety are like really up there. And I am someone who, like I said, I deal with it myself, but I have to always just think about my mentality. I always have to sometimes just check back in with myself and tap in. And I thought it was really important for me to make this episode. And I really do hope that anyone out there, no matter what it is, some people may put the biggest smile on their face and be going through so much, like I said in the first point, as far as like comparing yourself to other people. You cannot compare yourself to other people. You don't know what people are going through, and people are not posting their shit. Okay, I'm not posting my shit. I'm not posting my shit. So, even people like myself who are sitting here letting you all know and pumping up this information, you cannot judge anybody. Okay, you cannot judge a book by its cover. Okay. I love you all so much. I thank you all so much for tapping in. If you are watching this video before the new year, happy holidays and cheers to 2025. If you're watching this video and it's 2025. Cheers to the new year, girl. Okay, cheers to the new year. And if you're watching this video in the months to come and the years to come, thank you so much for tapping in. Okay, let me know what you think about this episode. Let's chat below. Also, like I said earlier, don't forget to get your books. Okay, your girl is an author. I got 4 books on Amazon. Let me know which book is your favorite, and let me know what book you're going to get. And I will see you all in the next episode. Alrighty. Love you. Bye.